Hello my crafty friends, and welcome back to the Crafty Casita, and today I'm talking about our vinyl roll organizer system. And we introduced this system earlier this year for vinyl roll storage, which I'm going to show you, and it has just evolved into something that organizes so much more. So if you're unfamiliar with the vinyl roll system, it's made up of three components: the trays, which is this piece right here. You can see it's kind of cut up at an angle. Now the trays are the perfect width and shape that you can fit 6 of them, which is what comes in a set, in your cube storage. So if you're using IKEA cubes or cubes from one of the big box craft stores, you're gonna get 6 of these in one cube. So, you know, if you follow me, I'm always talking about left to right, back to front, and top to bottom. That is how this is gonna fill that space in your cube. 6 trays come together. 6 pockets come together when you order the scrap pockets, and 30 of these funky little tubes are what come together. So you can buy all as a set, all the pieces together, 6, 6, and 30, or you can buy each component individually. So depending on what you need. Okay, what are you going to do with this stuff? Because clear plastic things aren't that exciting, are they? Well, let's look at our removable vinyl tray. Oh, did you see how easy I pulled that off the shelf? So this is just a regular shelving unit. And I've just got them, you can kind of see on the side there, they're all lined up. So whether you're using a cube or shelving, doesn't matter. Also, 4 of them will fit in your lowest tote. Just a little side note, I'll show you that later. So this is all labeled removable vinyl. I have heat transfer vinyl, glitter vinyl, all the different types of vinyl that you might be using are all just labeled differently. Everyday, strong bond, they're all up there. Now, so that's how the tray works. You can see how easy it is to pull that tray off and on the shelf. This is what you're going to do with the scrap pocket. Any of the tiny scraps that are left over from a project, you're just going to pop them into that scrap pocket and save the scrap pocket right in the same tray as the vinyl. What are you going to do with those funky clear plastic tubes? That is how you're going to keep your vinyl rolled together after you've already unrolled it. So you can see this has already been cut up. I just rolled it all together. And rather than putting a piece of tape on it or putting a rubber band around it or something like that, something that might be difficult to deal with or that you might crush in the process, slipped it into the tube. Now if you want to tighten it up in the tube, you just put your finger in and reverse the way you rolled it. So if you rolled clockwise, you move your finger counterclockwise. If you rolled clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, and that'll tighten it up in there if you want it to be tighter in the tube. And then you're just going to pop it right back into your tray. Put it up here with the other pink roll that's open. And now you've got all of your vinyl and your big scraps and your small scraps, and it's all organized. Super simple, right? So you can do this with vinyl and almost any brand, or I should say every brand that I've tried. So I've got some in here that's the Joann, some that's Hobby Lobby, some that's Cricut. They all fit in here. Scissor, they all fit in here, no problem. Some of them are thinner and some of them are fatter. So you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8 of the thinner rolls. I think if you're using the Scissor brand, which is a little bit fatter, you're only going to get 7 full rolls per tray. But the beauty of these guys is that you can take it off the roll. You don't have to keep that big fat cardboard roll. You can unroll it from the roll, get rid of the roll, and then roll it up so you get another extra roll of vinyl in your tray. Okay, super simple, and it has a little finger hole in it, which is how easy. You know, I'm all about putting things on and off your shelf with just one hand, right? So boom, super simple. Okay, awesome for vinyl storage, great for foil as well. So here's some different foils. Now foil doesn't get as fat as vinyl, so you can see this is kind of like an eyeball shape, for lack of a better word. And I just slid this around the foil. So I'm protecting the foil, but we've only done these at 11 inches so that it's easy to take the foil in and out. When I originally designed these, I designed them the full 12 inches, but it was hard to get things out of them. So we cut that inch off, and now it's easy to get your products in and out of that little tube. But even if you're keeping it in the tube that it comes in when you buy, this is the VRO foil quill that's on a roll, that tube is going to fit in there as well. So foil, vinyl, doesn't matter, it's all going to work perfectly well in there. Okay, what else can you do with it though? Say you may not even be hooked into the foil vinyl weirdness right now because it is so crazy. But what else can you do? Are you currently using our scrap masters to organize projects or themes of paper? So this is a scrap master, totally loaded up. This is all cardstock, so about 30 sheets of cardstock. And then on the inside pocket to the scrap master, I've got some embellishments as well as scraps. On the outside pockets, I've also got those scraps. And you can fit 2 or 3 scrap masters into one vinyl roll tray and pop it up on your shelf. Or this is a great way to keep your craft tote organized if you're traveling. Drop in a vinyl roll organizer tray, and then you can put your 12 by 12 items right in there as well. So it works perfect for 12 by 12 paper, project planning, that type of thing. I am a total journal junkie, but journals get lost everywhere because they're all different sizes. So I've just got all the journals in here, and I've just kind of staggered them in there by size. So when I pull it off the shelf, whichever one I want to work with, I can just pop that out of there and use it. Super easy to find, really easy to use. So containing anything like that is going to be great. Obviously, there is win in the office. So here's some of my business files for different things. It just slides right into that cube. Well, in this case, I put them on my paper cart. So if you're using a paper cart, you can also put them right onto your paper cart, whether they're full of paper or vinyl or office stuff. You're gonna get, boy, I bet you could get maybe as many as 8 or 10 of them on one level of the paper cart if you're using that. Oh, one of my favorite uses, and I have done it multiple times, punch boards. Punch boards are not flat. They have little pieces that come out. They occasionally come with other things such as paper pads and accessories. So this is the pinwheel one. And of course the instructions. Well, now I've got that not flat product tool, and now it is flat, so it's easy to store. It's not getting hung up on other things. Instructions, accessories, paper, they're all in there. This one has smaller, just a couple of smaller ones, right? So I've got that small alphabet. Look at that, both of them are in there. Easy to find, easy to use, easy to store, and I've got the instructions in there with them as well. So you're just going to find so many uses for these. Just pop them back on my shelf. You're absolutely going to love working with them and the variety of things that you can do with them. Last thing, which I'm recording this now in November, and I'm thinking about organizing Christmas wrap and accessories and those type of things. So I have used one of them. Now, these are super tall, so depending on where you've got this stored or how you're organizing it, well, it stands up fine right now. I guess I was going to say you might have trouble standing it up, but obviously it's standing up fine right now. I've got a couple of gift bags in there as well. You could put cards in there. You can use your scrap pocket for small tags and labels. And then I've also filled one of our Shelly Buddy bags with Christmas washi tape. So if you work with washi tape during Christmas, this is going to be a great accessory for that as well. So even if you just kept a couple of your vinyl roll storage trays empty, you're going to find that they're useful for organizing your workspace, your gift wrap space, whatever it is, for different things at different times. So thanks so much for tuning in to learn a little bit more about the vinyl roll organizer storage system. We call it the VRO. I guess that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.